Okay, so first thing with retrieval practice is you're doing it from memory, and the reason you're doing that is because it's actually helping you learn, you're testing yourself. So if we're going to draw the animal cell, and these are the parts you need to know for the animal cell, and then we can label them. So let's label cell membrane, let's label cytoplasm, let's label mitochondria, let's label the ribosomes, and finally we've got the nucleus. And again, for a plant cell we can do the same. So from memory, can you draw a plant cell and label it? So there's quite a lot going on now in this plant cell, so this is where you've got to be careful when you're labelling. So we've got cell wall, cell membrane, the nucleus, the vacuole, we have chloroplasts, and we've got mitochondria, and we've got ribosomes. Just check that's everything. Oh, we've got cytoplasm in there as well. Okay. So after you've practiced this a few times and you've spaced it out, so you've practiced drawing and label animal and plant cells on your Monday, and then you've practiced drawing animal and plant cells on the Wednesday, and you've practiced again on the Friday, so you're really confident with drawing and labelling an animal and plant cell. The next stage is then to do a bit of elaboration about it. Can you explain a bit more about what the different parts are? Can you explain how they link? Can you connect ideas together? Can you develop it all? So you could do this by writing as well, and then checking with notes, or you could do this just explaining it to your friend. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out some of the key differences. So for example, the cell wall is a key difference, the vacuole is a key difference, and the chloroplasts is a key difference. So animal and plant cells are different, and you can pick out the differences between them. Now what else would be useful if I can explain what the different parts do? So now I'm going to elaborate on that a bit more. So cell membrane controls what goes in and out the cell. Cytoplasm is where some of the chemical reactions take place. So that should be there. Mitochondria is responsible for aerobic respiration. The ribosomes are where proteins are made, so protein synthesis. And find the nucleus. The nucleus contains the genetic material, so contains DNA. And onto the plant. So the cell wall is made of cellulose and provides support. The vacuole contains cell sap, and the chloroplasts are responsible for the photosynthesis reaction. Now with elaboration, I'm going to try and take that even further. So again, you could do this just explaining to other people and as a discussion, or writing more notes. So I can now start and talk about photosynthesis, I know what that is. Mitochondria, where we've got aerobic respiration, I know what this is. I could write the equations for them. I could discuss how the different versions of each other and this reaction's reversible. I could discuss what the products and the reactants and the products are. I can discuss with photosynthesis a bit about limiting factors. So the idea is that what you're doing is you're trying to make as many connections between all this knowledge that you've got and trying to connect it together and develop it further. So another connection I might want to make or elaborate on is this idea of DNA. So I know it's in a double helix, and I know it's got 4 base pairs, and I know the bases are A, T, G, C, and I know that inside the nucleus there are 46 chromosomes, and that's in a normal body cell. However, in a sperm cell, inside the nucleus there's only 23, and that's different because this is a gamete, and then I can explain the different parts, different other specialised cells. So the idea is that you're starting off with this, just practicing the basics of can I label an animal and plant cell, and then I'm going to elaborate it further. So you could do that with revision cards, or just writing ideas out from scratch. A key thing to do though is try and do it from memory, and then if you need extra information, go back to your notes, add it on. But the more you test yourself, the better you're going to be at this. Thanks.